A white tablecloth, symbolic of the pure heart with which American soldiers served their country. And on this white surface, there was always at least one inverted drinking glass. And a white bread plate that holds a slice of lemon and grains of salt. The glass and the lemon and the salt are among the most symbolically important objects on the table and represent the meal that captive soldiers will not be receiving, their bitter fates, and the tears and the despair of the loved ones who wait for them to return. To the left of the bread plate containing the lemon and the salt and other items are a white candle representing peace. A small vase tied with a red ribbon containing a red rose, symbolizing the soldiers' lives with the hope that the soldiers will come home to loving families. And a grateful nation. Next will be placed the hats. First is the Army. Next, the Navy. Next, the Marines. The Air Force. And the Coast Guard. Next to the table will quietly be placed the empty chair. Our President, Chris Burns, escorted will light the candle. meaning of the Table of Honor. There is a round table, often placed in a quiet corner of the room. This table is one of the most poignant tributes to American military personnel you will ever see. There are no jets flying across the sky to proclaim its presence. There are no bronze sculptures depicting the heroism it honors. Nevertheless, it expresses the nation's gratitude to those Americans who answered their country's call to arms and whose fate was once or still remains unknown. This white table is a temporary monument used by various groups, civilian and military, to honor Americans, prisoners of war, and those still missing in action. Although the arrangement of the table varies from presentation to presentation, the small table size, white covering, sparse setting, and empty chair serves to symbolically remind viewers of the struggles and the sacrifices of America's missing heroes. Today, we expand this tribute to include all men and women in the military, whoever they are, wherever they are stationed, at home or abroad. It is generally thought to have originated in tradition begun during the Vietnam War by the group of U.S. military pilots who called themselves the Red River Valley Fighter Pilots Association, otherwise known as the River Rats. The tradition that led to this table are said to have grown out of the River Rats' practice of turning a glass upside down on a bar in acknowledgement of a friend's absence. Whatever the table's precise origins, it has become a powerful reminder of the tens of thousands of U.S. military personnel who have been held captive throughout our nation's history, and thousands of soldiers, sailors, airmen, Marines, and guardsmen, as well as Coast Guardsmen and men and women, whose fate remains unknown. More than 142,000 military personnel have been held prisoners of war since 1917. Of this number, more than 90%, or roughly 130,000, were held during World War II. During World War I, approximately 4,100 Americans were captured by the enemy. More than 7,100 were taken prisoner during the Korean War, and the Vietnam War ended with 725 Americans known to have been captured. Of these prisoners of war, approximately 88% were returned to the United States during or following the conflicts that led to their incarceration. But not all American soldiers have been so lucky. Since 1917, more than 92,000 have been listed as missing in action beyond those who have been known to have been captured or have died while prisoners of war. As of August 31st, 2010, 4,427 soldiers have been killed in Iraq. 34,268 soldiers have been injured and will never be the same. The average age is 18, and the oldest was 68. These age ranges gave their life so that we may enjoy our freedom. Viewed alone, these statistics are just cold, lifeless numbers compiled in government accounting offices, but through the powerful symbolism of the small white table, they take on a much more human and individual meaning. Never forget. In conclusion, the table is a tribute to all the men and the women of the military. It is the meaningful for all those who wait, for all those whose freedom has been guaranteed by heroes such as those the Table of Honor represents, and for all those that hope someday the fates of the missing will be known and they will all come home. In addition, we want to thank every one of you who are serving, who have served, and who are here tonight. This tribute is for you. We honor you. We thank you. We would not be here tonight without you. Thank you